Good morning once again, everybody. We are going to touch on something I forgot to mention last video. For the video talking about Raymond and his house most recently, I was supposed to mention this line, which is tied into why this is going to become a video. We are going to talk about why you can't do what you want to do. All right. And the reality is, we are ruled by the tyranny of the lame majority. All right. The majority of people, we can't split hairs on this. The majority of people are kind of lame and boring. All right. Now, this isn't just, people just want to lead normal lives. No, this is the further entrenchment of we're going to have to create essentially, high school level, middle school, maybe even elementary school level. Oh, what the hell were they called? Class presidents and the student council. All right, and then they grow up and then they start telling you what you can and cannot do. Like the hold on, let me pull up one of my notes here. Why the hell is that mixed in with that? One moment. So this goes into the topic of why America is kind of a raw deal in terms of property, especially. But I know a lot of the younger kids are looking at trying to create businesses, and that is reasonable. All right, generally, business was the way out of having to do a 9 to 5 grind. All right, and God knows, young and old, we have so many fucking experienced people. It's just a question of the system doesn't want our experience. The system wants third world experience. So it can sell you the same car at double the price for half the quality and like a tenth at best of the previous reliability. Back on point. These people start off in student councils, student class president. Oh my god, I'm top of my grade, top of my class. I'm so special. These are where these people come from. Honestly, the insufferable people. They come from wealthy families. They come from, and they legitimately do come from wealthy families. All right. My school, my early education, it was no fucking different. The kids that came from the families of lawyers and doctors and finance managers were, in fact, treated better than all the other kids. Shocker. All right. Oh, good Lord. What now? Okay. My apologies. The way that it turns out is they get into government, of course, and let's say you buy a house, all right? Let's say you want a dog, all right? Oh my God, we have a dog warden, and you need a license for that dog. Do we have a cat license? Shh, don't give him any good ideas. This is the thing. These people come up with new ways to bilk you for money. All right. They pass a law. Next thing you know, normally they pass a law to get their kids into some kind of a position where they can make easy money. All right. And then they end up becoming dog wardens, things like that, for this example. Next thing you know, the dog warden, who literally has to do nothing because they got a fucking job based on their dad is connected to the city government or local government or state government, even. It doesn't particularly matter where if you expand it out in all directions. All of a sudden, they start making rules and starting to enforce those rules. The threat of enforcement: hey, we found out that you had a dog based on a vet visit. Cough up the fee. You say you have to renew your dog license, X amount of years, or it could be every year. It doesn't matter. Every place is different. And if you don't, we're going to hit you with a fine for $500 every single fucking day. And it's just like, oh, honestly, I'm going to tell you the truth. If I had to deal with that, if I had to put up with that level of bullshit, I'd probably be behind bars. I'm not. I wish I was kidding. I wish I was kidding. That level of bullshit is just like, oh, okay. Yeah, you keep racking up the tab there, hon, or dude. Doesn't particularly matter. You know, we don't discriminate. Yeah, you keep racking up that tab, trying to come and collect that shit. Apologies. That's the thing, because honestly, we've gotten to the point where the lame majority has put so many fucking barriers in front of people who are actually trying to do something. And the thing is, a lot of these barriers, they do have a reasonable point to their existence. You know, the idea of, yeah, you know, you shouldn't be, oh, what's an easy one? What's a simple one? Watering down the olive oil. Of course, you wouldn't water it down necessarily. Um, you'd mix it with canola oil, cheaper oils, all right? And then eventually you get to the point where, you know, some outfits literally produce, they take canola oil, they take beta carotene for the taste, and chlorophyll for the cover, color. And they push that into the European market. I mean, honestly, you gotta admire the brilliance, but laws against shit like that, all right, enforcement against shit like that. Obviously, you don't necessarily want your population to be eating. Again, a European example, horse meat. All right, we have certain things that do make sense, but then when it comes to the actual enforcement of it, things go too far. Okay. The idea that you should have to have a dog license or a permit, like the idea if you want to add an addition to your house, all right? Because housing is a perfect fucking example with this. If you have a house, God help you, but if you own a house and you decide you want to cut down a tree, okay? Let's say you have a tree, it's close to the house, it's been there for a while, it's raining shit down, and maybe last year it dropped an entire limb on your house and it caused a gigantic clusterfuck between you, the insurance company, the contractors, all that shit. In some of these cities, you have shade tree commissions, all right, something like that, which will try to tell you that you need a permit to chop down a tree on your own fucking property because the city apparently owns more of your property than you do. All right, now, of course, this is in rural terms, this is much deeper into your territory than that little strip of land that the local area or township claims. All right, fuck, I forget what the fuck that's called all of a sudden. So like, I had a lot of things to talk about. My brain is partially fried because of talking about Sandy Butthole Land. My apologies. Um, but the fact is, you're not actually free in this country. Okay, you're not actually free. One of the examples, if you wanted to start your own, if you wanted to start coming back to the Gen Zers, if you want to just put a sign outside your front door, all right, you try to take advantage of your house, your living space, your apartment, you try to create a business out of it. It's not zoned commercial. Fuck you. We're going to fine you to death. And if you can't pay the fines, we're going to take everything you own. We're going to take your license. You're not going to be able to work you're not going to be able to get to work. So you're not going to have a job. And then we're going to put you in prison because fuck you for wanting to do anything with your life. Yeah. The Beckys of the world they can go into the spike pit. All right. They can go into the spike pit. And the reality is, oh God, I might get off topic again. The reality is, you have no fucking freedom even on your own property if you own it. All right. If you want chickens, all right, especially as you get closer to the cities, let's say you want to get chickens, you know, you want to try to prep for the end of the world, all right, or maybe, just maybe, you're tired of buying the Franken meat that's coming out of the fucking supermarkets and the meat processors now. Um, yeah, it's totally reasonable. You would want to. But oh my god, they smell. And Becky is on the board of whatever the fuck, and she is furious. These kind of people. All right. We, at one point in this country, we understood that, it's best to just leave people the fuck alone a lot of the time. But then the systems come into place. Generally, there's a reasonable point to it, again. Um, but then the systems just fucking balloon as more and more money can be made, essentially bilking you every single fucking turn. We're tyrannized by this. This is legitimate tyranny. You can't just put a sign on your front door and become a pizza shop. You can't just do X. You can't do Y. You can't have a dog without paying a license. You can't chop down that tree on your own fucking property that you fucking paid for. These people are not going to last too long. All right. Now we're going to get off topic. All right. The tighter you grip the sand, the faster it flows through your fingers. Okay. The people who have been in power, these tyrannical little offices and positions and bureaucratic bullshit nightmare fucking trenches that they've created, these people are not going to last too long. The concept of, fuck, what's the term? Oh, to rule over the, damn it, I lost it. It's a damn shame. The consent of the governed. That's the term. People are pulling back their consent of the governed. All right. We're not just moving into like a parallel economy. All right. Because the reality is, as the more and more people are essentially abandoned by the system while it's chasing after its fucking AI and its new nightmare fucking war to end all wars, the clusterfuck that they just jumped right into. People are tired of this shit. All right. These people stand in between me, you, and everybody you know actually being able to be productive people who lead normal, healthy lives. You don't want to work 80 fucking hours a week. Trust me, I've done it. I maxed out at 88 hours a week, and good God, that shit almost killed me. I'm not even kidding. It almost fucking killed me. The stress of that, the amount that I was smoking. Um, Parts of my family back then that didn't see me for years, they saw me. I was gray. I was thin. I was gray. I looked like I was on drugs. Okay? Because I was working so much. And how much did it benefit me? Zero. It actually fucking blew up my entire family life. It blew up all of my social relations and everything else. It seemed like a good financial move at the time, but in the end, it ended up costing me fucking everything. So there's a little bit of backstory for you. Anyway, at least for a while. All right, sent me back legitimately. That setback threw me back like 10 fucking years. All right, whilst I was putting the pieces back together and getting myself like legit as close to healthy as I could. But these people and their incessant, never ending Karen level bullshit, you're losing the consent of the governed. You cannot hold on to power. You can't hold on to power. We're going to fine you $500 a day or whatever the fuck it would be. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to file an injunction. We're going to take you to court. We're going to make your life a living fucking hell. You know what? You know what? Woohoo! Luigi time. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. If these people, if these fucking tyrannical little shits want to make it their job in life to make everybody else's life a fucking nightmare, and you want to nickel and dime people to death, yes, you have an office. Yes, you can absolutely write up pieces of paper that say fine on them and demand people pay them. Your fines will not shield you. Okay? All of you people who are in positions of power, I hate to tell you this. People are fucking broke. Economically, they're doing horrible. And things are not improving. They're looking at potentially having to essentially become, oh God, there's no nice way to say this. They're essentially looking forward to a future of military tribunal if they try to avoid getting drafted for a fucking war that you fucking people and all your friends had to start to get people to stop talking about the files. Um, and you've made it quite clear to most normal people that you don't give a single fuck about them. The companies that you control treat your workforces like shit. Okay. People are working more hours than ever and they can't even afford to fucking live anymore. So you might want to take those shiny pieces of paper and shove them up your ass before all of these people in this country decide your head's next on the spike. I fucking mean this 100%. These Karens, these tyrannical midwits, whatever you want to call them, these people have enjoyed the idea of relative safety from their positions, from their offices for a long fucking time. People are willing to look past a lot so long as there is stability. Once that stability is gone for the normal people, you lose it too. Okay? You lose it too. And the majority of people, increasingly these days, they have less and less and less to lose. You're taking everything from them. You and your corporate friends and all your little clique, you have successfully economically cucked the entirety of the United States economy. This is not going to end well for you. All right? This is not going to end well for you. Take your paperwork and shove it up your fucking ass. Be happy that you get to occupy offices that pay you very fucking well to do absolutely nothing. Go to your office, sit at your desk, shut up, collect your fucking check. All right? Because if I have to hear about another fucking bullshit law or another fucking usurpation on the rights and freedoms of normal fucking people, I'm gonna fucking rip my own goddamn hair out. All right? I I am tired of hearing this stupid fucking bullshit. I am tired of the fact that normal people have to play life have to experience life living by your rules when they just want to do what this fucking country promised them in the first place. Okay? These people aren't trying to do what you fucking people are doing. They're not going off to islands and doing horrific shit. These people are just trying to, the majority of people, they're trying to do great things, and all you do is get in their fucking way. And you pick and you prod and you financially extort them through the levers of fucking power. They've got nothing left. They've got nothing left. All right. Now, whilst I can't openly advocate for Luigi time, all right, at least I can't say it, but I can't openly advocate for it. But I could tell you this, and I will reiterate. All right, I know I stumbled last time, but after Luigi time, claim denials dropped to fucking zero. It's all fun and games until the normal, everyday people in this country grow a pair of fucking balls and start offering you express ramps to where you belong. Okay? And you can't even argue with me. Those of you people, you know who you are. You know exactly where the fuck you're going. You know where the fuck you're going. Normal people, normal everyday people, have tried to play by your rules. They have tried to cross their T's and dot their I's. They've tried to be compliant with all of the shit that you demand of them to do whatever it is they want to do in life. Okay? They're tired of permits. They're tired of fines and bullshit. They're tired of being extorted for another fucking dime. These people are not going to fucking take too much more, too much longer. All right? This country, whether people want to acknowledge it or not, the United States is at its fucking breaking point. Its population can literally, and the reason why I have to fucking say this is because it's the fucking truth. These people cannot afford to fucking roll over anymore. It was all fun and games, just, watching people, because, I mean, they couldn't say no. They couldn't say no. The majority of people were stuck in a position where they just had to go along with whatever you told them because they needed their fucking jobs. They needed that fucking money so they could survive another week, another month. So maybe, just maybe, after however many years it would fucking take them, that they'd be able to own a fucking house, that they'd be able to have the finer things in life. Apologies. For once. And what the fuck did you do to these people? You fucked them over left and fucking right. All right? They did everything right, and you fucked them over at every single opportunity. They're not playing your game anymore. Okay? Now, the next video, I'm going to talk about parallel economy. All right, why it's a thing, and more so what it's going to look like. All right, I know I've already covered a lot of this shit before, but the more I talk about it, the better I get at talking about it, and the better I get at talking about it, the more entertaining I can be. Okay, so if you like and appreciate the video, if it resonates with you, like, favorite, sub, share, do all the things. It makes my prior bosses very angry to see me succeed as a part of this. Okay. If you are interested in written content, check out the Substack. I am still horrifically behind on it. I have no idea if/when I'm ever going to get back to it, but there is some good shit there. So by all means. And if you're interested in personal or business advice, stop by www.spadesconsulting.com without the dash, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a good one.